Passes Real Country. Today's hits, yesterday's favorites. It's the Katie Casey Show Wednesday morning. Halfway there, ladies and gentlemen.
Pre-Friday.
This week is cruising right along.
Zoom.
According to staff meteorologist Steve Hamilton, mostly sunny today. We're going to see a few clouds roll in later on this afternoon after lunch. We'll make it up to 90. Don't expect much of a breeze, though. Clear and 70 overnight. A mix of sun and clouds tomorrow. We'll be in the low 90s. 85 around kickoff time tomorrow night at Badger Stadium, where you'll find Casey Chapman at the tailgate party from 5:30 to 7, by the way.
That's what I'll be.
And it looks like plenty of sunshine on Friday, 92 before we start our weekend. Low 90s over the weekend. Still have plenty of sunshine. And low 80s next week. Pretty sweet.
Nice.
Already 70 right now.
Already.
Time for Strange But True News, Casey.
Bring it on.
A guitar bearing Taylor Swift's autograph was up for grabs at a charity auction up the road there in Waxahachie.
Yeah.
Went to a man who paid $4,000 for the instrument, only to take a hammer to it.
What? What?
Yep. The unnamed bidder was seen smashing the guitar with a hammer shortly after bidding closed on the item at the Ellis County Wild Game Dinner.
Yeah.
That was on Sunday evening, drawing cheers from the audience when he was bashing the guitar with Taylor Swift's autograph on it.
Whoa.
He then looked as though he was about to smash the guitar on the ground before the auction's host stopped him. Parade calls it a bold political statement, coming weeks after Swift endorsed Harris in the upcoming presidential election.
Yeah.
But don't bash her for endorsing somebody. I mean, this is America. I mean, I don't agree with her at all, but this is still, from last time checked, is America, and you can have your own opinions. A witness said people pulled out their phones and started recording after the winning bidder announced his unexpected but not surprising intention to smash the guitar.
That's an expensive.
It's an expensive bashing.
Yeah.
A third party donated the guitar to the dinner, a nonprofit event supporting agriculture education for the youth, well before Swift's endorsement anyway. Now, the instrument featured a faceplate made up of images from Swift's Eras tour and
cool.
an autographed insert from Swift's Midnight album. It's all tore up now. I don't think it's worth, I don't know, he may get more than $4,000 for it now. Mentioned this morning. Dock workers at 36 ports from Maine to Texas walked off the job early Tuesday in a strike that could reignite inflation and cause shortages of goods if it goes on for more than a few weeks.
Wait, reignite. When did it go out?
Well, make it higher. Let's say, yeah, I will rephrase that.
Okay.
The effect, East and Gulf Coast ports handle more than half of American import and export volumes. Now, the strike affects some 45,000 members of the International Longshoremen's Association, whose contract with the ports expired at midnight on Monday.
Yeah.
And the workers who earn a base salary of roughly $81,000 a year are complaining because they're not making enough money. They are looking for better wages and guarantees that their jobs won't become automated. Now, if you're making $81,000 a year,
that's actually pretty good.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah, with all the benefits.
Yeah.
You're telling them, demanding more money, you may be talking yourself out of a job with automation.
You're pushing that automation.
Yeah. The strike went ahead despite some progress in talks on Monday. Now, the White House is pressuring the two sides to reach a fair deal as the strike could cost the economy around $4 billion a day.
Whoa.
Uh-huh. And they're doing it just in time for the holiday season.
Yeah.
So anytime you hear strike and reach the deal, that means you are paying more.
Here comes some more up prices.
Because if they got to pay their employees more, you're going to pay more money for the product.
But I don't even make $81,000.
Tough. Yeah, I mean, with AI and automation, I'm sorry, but you may be talking yourself out of a job in the future. Ask those employees up in California who demanded $20 an hour.
They got
all of the, well, not all, but many of the fast food places went to automation.
Yeah. Yep. They switched. They were like, okay, well, you can get your raise.
Now they're making $0 an hour.
Yeah, they pushing the automation.
Picture yourself in this position.
Okay.
All right. Many Americans who return home after being illegally detained overseas as hostages.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say hostages. They were, technically hostages. They arrived to find out they've been billed thousands of dollars by the IRS, including late fees for unpaid taxes, while they were held in prisons overseas.
Oh.
That's the bizarre situation in which hostages Evan Gerskovich,
Yeah.
the New York Times reporter, Paul Whelan, and Vladimir Kara-Murza found themselves after they were released from detention in Russia last month. All three men said that they faced a battery of surprise financial issues after returning home, including tax charges and hits to the credit stemming from bills that they were unable to pay while they were behind bars. Jason Rezian, I'm sure I slaughtered his name, said
Probably.
that he faced more than $6,000 in fees for unpaid taxes after his release.
Whoa.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
Following the 544 days of detention while Iran held him.
Yeah.
Now, right now, between 40 and 60 American nationals are being illegally detained by other nations. Many of these Americans will return home to face startling financial penalties stemming from their unjust imprisonment. Now, the IRS, for its own part, claims that they don't have the legal authority to remove the tax fees for returning hostages.
What? Who does?
Who does? Yeah. However, that could change. Earlier this year, Chris Coons, he's a senator in Delaware, he introduced the Stop Tax Penalties on American Hostages Act, an aptly named bill that would require the IRS to exempt hostages from tax liability during the period of their detainment. Well, that'd be sweet. Yeah, they're not charging them tax while they're not even in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bill would also force the IRS to allow hostages and their spouses to apply to have their tax-related fines removed. Now, if Coons' bill does pass, it will solve a small but frustrating problem in our robotic tax system. It's a no-brainer that someone illegally detained abroad can't pay their Netflix subscription on time, much less their taxes. But let's not let common sense get in the way of raking in some money, okay?
Yeah, no common sense allowed.
Okay. All right, Land Passes Real Country is on iHeartRadio, or just download the app on your phone. You can take us everywhere you go. You want to.
Every day.
8:51, 9 before 9 at Land Passes Real Country. Today's hits, yesterday's favorites. Good morning.
Ken and Casey in the morning. Use only as directed. Void where prohibited. Land Passes Real Country.